So what you see going on right now, right? You see Trump, he's built saying like all these crazy things, and with Elon Musk and all these people in power. And maybe you see these things with like say Russia or Ukraine or Israel or all these other places. Right? All these different rulers that are doing all these awful, terrible things. Well, God wrote of this, right? And you must be mindful of this. So, Leviticus 26, starting at verse 14. But if you will not hearken unto me, and will not do all these commandments, the 10 Commandments, so if you choose to disobey him, and if you shall despise my statutes, or if your soul abhor my judgments, so that ye will not do all my commandments, but that ye break my covenant, I also will do this unto you. I will even appoint over you terror, consumption, and the burning ague, that shall consume the eyes, and cause sorrow of heart. And ye shall sow your seed in vain, for your enemies shall eat it. And I will set my face against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies. They that hate you shall reign over you, and ye shall flee when none pursueth you. So these people are put over you because you're breaking God's commandments. So now Romans 13, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of God. The powers that be ordained are ordained of God. So you must be subject to these powers that are put in place as your punishment. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of God, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. So if these rulers tell you to that like say if you speed and then you get caught, don't avoid the punishment because you're avoiding God's punishment. For rulers are not to a terror to good works, but to the evil. Wilt that thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. For he is the minister of God to thee for good, but if thou do which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain. For he is the minister of God, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. So keep the commandments, so then you don't have to be afraid of these people. Because if you are obeying God, then the wrath of God is not appointed to you, as First Thessalonians 5 talks about.